When talking about plastic surgery, you may have heard of filler or Botox, but you might not know the difference or what's right for you. Well, today we are joined by Kim Hill, an aesthetic nurse specialist at Fort Wayne Plastic Surgery and Aesthetics, which is a division of Fort Wayne Dermatology Consultants. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
So let's start with, what is the difference then between filler versus Botox?
Right, I always know that I'm going to need to have that conversation when somebody comes in and say, yes, I'd like some Botox right here. It's like, okay, well, I think we need to first talk about, what is the difference between Botox and fillers. So filler is a neuromodulator. So it's going to stop the impulse from the nerve to the muscle so that when we make those dynamic wrinkles, it's going to soften them. So some common areas that we're going to treat are going to be between the eyebrows, or the 11s that we call them, the crow's feet, out here laterally when we smile, or those forehead lines when we're lifting our eyebrows up and we get those lines there. So those are some of the common areas where we would place the Botox, going right into that muscle. Okay. And then the filler is going to do something much like what it says it does. It's going to fill in. It's also going to contour, plump, and lift depending on where we place it. So some of the common areas where we put the filler, of course, that nasolabial fold like that patient had pointed to. It might be the tear trough. It might be the cheek to give you back that apple of your cheek or to do a little bit of lifting. It might be the lip for some plumping or smoothing, or maybe some of those little fine lines that you get along the outer aspect of the lip. It may be the marionette line. It could be the jaw to contour the jaw. It might be to augment the chin. So those are some of the different areas that we would treat.
Now, how long do they last, the filler versus the Botox?
Yes, so the Botox is going to last you about 3 to 4 months. So it's gradually just going to what we call wear off, and then you would want to be retreated. Whereas the filler is going to last anywhere from 6 months up to 2 years, depending on where we place the product and what product we're using.
And what's the cost then for the filler versus Botox with the different longevities and different placements? There's a different cost too.
Right, so cost is going to depend on what product we're using. So it could be anywhere from about $450 to $800 for the filler, keeping in mind that it's going to take 5 syringes of filler to equal 1 teaspoon of product. So you may need multiple syringes of the filler. Whereas the Botox is going to be charged per unit. And the package insert states 20 units for between the eyebrows, or 24 units to be placed in the crow's feet. So that can be anywhere for between the eyebrows for around $200 up to $300. The crow's feet could be around $300, just depending on how many units you need and how many areas we're treating.
Definitely a lot of different options, and come and see you to find out more.
Yes,
right.
yes.
All right, thank you so much, Kim, for coming in. And you can find out more about Fort Wayne Plastic Surgery and Aesthetics by calling 469-1400.